WICR.
Welcome back to Brunch with Abby and Kate. Just before we came back, we played our tribute to Andy Grammer with Honey, I'm Good. And then to introduce our sports segment, we gave you a little sports introduction. So I'm going to throw it over to Kate for sports because we all know how good I am at sports.
Thank you, Abby. So in the Major League Baseball news, congratulations to the Kansas City Royals on winning the 2015 World Series against the Mets. Sorry to those Mets fans. You might get another chance maybe next year. Don Mattingly became the Marlins' new head coach on Tuesday morning. The Marlins have gone through head coaches a lot in the last 3 seasons. They go through one like every year, mid-season. They've had a lot. So Don Mattingly is hoping to end that era. Hopefully, and
fingers.
You know, since he just left, him and the Los Angeles Dodgers parted peacefully. After they lost to the Mets, they went their separate ways. The Yankees have hired a new hitting coach, Alan Cockrell, who is taking over for Jeff Petland, who was hired last season. This comes after they fired Kevin Long at the end of the 2013-2014 season. This will be their third hitting coach in the last 2 seasons. The Yankees' offense this year was either very explosive during games or it was not there at all. So that's our MLB news. The NHL news, the Rangers won last night against the Capitals 5-2. The Devils lost to the Islanders 2-1. Congratulations to the Rangers and the Islanders for winning. In NFL this week, tomorrow night, the Cleveland Browns 2-6 are starting Johnny Manziel against the undefeated Cincinnati Bengals tomorrow night. 8:25 p.m. on the NFL Network. The New York Giants, 4-4, coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Saints last weekend, try to win on the road this weekend against the 3-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who beat the Falcons. And that game will start at 4:05 p.m. on Fox. Coming off a bye week, the Jacksonville Jaguars look for their 3rd win of the season on the road against the 4-3 New York Jets, which will be played at MetLife Stadium, and that game will start at 1 on CBS.
I have been to MetLife Stadium and walked on the field. Did you know that, Kate?
I did know that, Abby.
Yep. Marching Band Nationals.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I've been to MetLife 3 times for 3 different preseason games for the New York Giants.
My dad is a Jets fan. It was the only time that he got to sit on the 50-yard line. Big moment for my dad.
That's a very cool fact, Abby.
Yes.
The Washington Redskins 3-4 are looking for their 4th win against the undefeated New England Patriots. That game will start at 1 p.m. on Fox. The NBC Sunday Night Football game starts at 8:30 p.m. when the Philadelphia Eagles, 3-4, take on the 2-5 Dallas Cowboys. These 2 teams are the last 2 in the NFC East division. The first in that division is the Giants. The second is the Washington Redskins. Monday Night Football, the Chicago Bears look for a road win against the 2-6 San Diego Chargers, who lost Keenan Allen to a lacerated kidney. He underwent surgery on Monday, and he's been placed on the injured reserve for the rest of the season. In other football news, the Colts fired their offensive coordinator, Pep Hamilton, this past week. And the Colts have had a very, very difficult time offensively. It's been a rough season for them, and I can see why they fired their offensive coordinator. How do you feel about these games, Abby, this week?
They should be good matchups. I mean, I'll probably watch at least a couple of them. A lot of undefeated teams, New England Patriots, the Cincinnati Bengals, those will be hard to beat. New York Jets are having a surprisingly good season. They've won more than they've lost. Is that right? Am I looking at that right?
Yes, you're looking at that correct.
Which is impressive for the New York Jets, considering they haven't won a Super Bowl since, let me see.
A long time.
I think it was 1965.
So it should be interesting because there's still a lot of undefeated teams like the Bengals, the Patriots, the Denver Broncos. Those are really going to be tough teams to beat. The Green Bay Packers are 6-1. There's teams that are really having really good seasons, and hopefully they can keep it up for the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait to talk about it next week and see what that brings us.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you next week with more updates on the polls, Dancing with the Stars, sports from Kate, entertainment from Kate, all that awesome stuff. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.
ICR presents This Moment in History.
This neighborhood war has since